Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I have today I want to explain about a screwed up uh, stock and hedging strategy. So the screwed up hedging strategy is Tata Power. So Tata Power में क्या हुआ है? So basically I have invested in this and it's doing good in terms of holdings. So it has moved almost 1 lakh and 20% up. But when I tried to hedge it, actively hedge it, I didn't think it's going to move up all of a sudden in just a month. So this is what happened. So I'll go to this one. I'll show you what exactly happened. So there is this was the initial one which I've purchased, which I've sold. The This is where the magic has happened. So I've sold this for around 3 rupees and exited at 14. Now the price is at 34. So if you can see like this, so I have sold this much into 3 for 3.4 3.9 or something. So 13,000 is what I was expecting from this, and what is the price right now is 1 lakh, and this was into 2 lots, right? What I've sold, and if you can imagine, my loss was around let's see the loss also. So people tend to say that option sellers make money, but option sellers also make losses. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to share here. So what happened is I was trying to sell the calls here for uh, 290 call, which I've sold for 2.9, right? How much? What's the amount? Selling amount was 19,000, which is lots is this, and how much a loss I've made was almost 19. And if I had this position right now, what would be the losses? Around 2 lakhs was the price for it, which I had to pay. Now I have managed this, but still I'm in a terrible loss. So total loss for this was, if I've made some profits here, but yeah, that is negligible. But even I'll tell you how I'm trying to mitigate it. But if with this much high move, it's almost not possible if we are in let's say if the move is extremely volatile, it's really hard to manage that position. So here it goes. So what I have done yesterday is I have sold this one. Okay, let me put it like this, not this one. Yesterday, once it was at the day end, let me show you the chart. So what happened yesterday was weekly, nahi, daily. Okay, so yesterday the price move was good, so I had to exit it with a good loss. And what I have done is I have bought a straddle at 300, right? And once I bought the straddle at 300, the price move of the straddle was and I don't open the market in early hours, that is once the market starts, I open within an hour, right? So एक hour में it has already gone up 5% up, and it's at 300, already at 300. So I was like, again, I bought a straddle, I sold a straddle, and I didn't buy a straddle. So I exited yesterday in 290, and I sold a straddle at 3000, and that was already in the money. The puts was already in the money. I didn't expect it would move so volatilely. I thought it would just be here in this in the 300 area, but suddenly it moved even higher. Let me tell you what I have managed after that. So what I've done after that is, again, since I had 300, I was waiting for this price to move, and once it moved to 309 or some 307 or 308, I have exited the puts and entered the two. So let me show you like this. So I had this position, and then I exited this position, and what I've, okay, not January, December, okay, I've taken this and I exited this, and instead of exiting the call, what I've done is I've also exited I've just exit. I've kept the call and exited the puts, and not January, December, and I've sold this one 310, and immediately it has even broken 310. So I tried to sell this. Now even 320 is breaking, so I have exited that position. So if you see here, the net loss is around uh, uh, 54,000, right? 54,900. So 55,000, close to 55,000 is a loss here. But now I have sold this position, and I'm not expecting extreme profits from this, but I'm actually making it as a hedge. And also it's not more than a hedge right now. It's basically investing a small amount again in the stock. Than that with the delta of 344 is what I'm thinking, like. And I don't think the position might be much higher than this. There might be some kind of profit booking is what I'm expecting, but that might not be the actuality, right? So uh, I'm happy currently with this position right now. I'm not so what I've managed is from the I have made losses here, but what I've done is I've managed the position with 1 lakh loss, not 2 lakh loss. That's where I should be actually happy, because if I had the 290 call position as a hedge, rather than taking 300 straddle and going with this and this, so I wouldn't have made this money, and actually have lost more than 1 lakh if I had still had that position. So actually, even though I have managed this, I am still at 60,000 additional loss on top of that, right? So this is where, and this is how an option selling can go extremely wrong. And as a saying goes, option sellers eat peanuts and shit elephants. So this is one of the example where the out of the money call has gone in the money, deep in the money, and it has gone almost 10x. So whoever has invested around 20,000 here has made 2 lakhs within 1 2 3 4 within 5 6 days, right? So that's how the option trading works. So the risk is high and even the reward is high, but buying makes sense for this kind of situation, but selling also makes sense because the IVs are really high. So but it has to be extremely done with great caution. And I'm not a professional uh, and authorized. I'm not authorized trader, and I can't give any advice. But I'm just showing you my position and how it has gone wrong. So it can go wrong. So it's not like other people saying that yeah, trading strategy seek low, you can get money as a ATM returns. It's not sure at all. So don't be in that imagination. But I will still do hedging, and I will still do active hedging, because that's my strategy in the market. So I always hedge my stocks. In If I always hedge my stocks, and I'll also do option trading, that's what I know. So I'll keep doing it, and that has been positive for me. I go by the data, and that has been positive by me. I have not gone over leveraged most of the time. This month I have gone over leveraged, but usually I don't go over leverage. And
where is Saul?
so that's where I have started. Where were we? So again, the overall move was good, and whatever I've invested in turned up really good. The market move, whatever it has taken over the year, I've gotten the return even in holding. So that way I'm actually happy here in this market. And let's see how it actually goes, apart from just this, right? if the options turned out to be profitable, it would have been much better. But actually I'm happy for the holdings going really up and staying there, and I don't think this might go much aggressive. And if you see here, uh, regardless of the old position, the new position has around 10% minus for almost 50 days. It has already IV of 42. So this is where I am actually liking it. So I'm just showing you how the strategy might work in reality. So what happens here is the IVs, which if we see, right, what is the natural IV? If you see, the IV has gone up by 18%, and there's a huge long build up. Now if we go here, the usual IV which exists in Tata Power is let's go to till from January till now. The usual IV is around, if you see the yellow line is the IV. So if you see usual line, this is 20, 24 and 30. Okay, so when did it reach 40? The last time was the price didn't move, but it might be a result time, right? Result time is where it has moved 40. Now if you're seeing the current one, it's at 40. I guess there is results. Fuck, I don't know. Let's see that. Stock market calendar, F&O results, sector. Screener. The stock which has gone up, Tata Power, results to be announced. So there's no results, but PCR is high. So I don't think there is any good news apart from this one, where they are acquiring a company, Bikaner, for 1,500 crores. This is not a big deal for Tata because it's already at 93,000 crores. This should not take that up by 20% within this time. But they also announced a lot of other things, like investing a lot on tech, and I've also made a video on this. Apart from that, let's that's it, I guess, guys. I'm just telling you, whenever an option selling goes bad, it goes terribly bad, and making a loss on it is possible, and hedging it and making it possible. Okay, let me put it this way. So here I'm not revenge trading for all these things, right? I'm not at all trying to do that. These are taken, losses taken, and even yesterday's losses were taken, right? And what I'm trying to do here is not to trying to do a revenge trade on this and make money on that. I'm not trying to do that. And what I'm trying to do is invest on the delta and also trust on the IV, which will reduce if the stock is not volatile. Since it's volatile, it's the option is already priced in, and it has already received a huge average price which I have taken it for. And if it goes further, the IV has to increase a lot. So that way I'm trying to make money on that IV. I'm betting on the IV right now. So most of my bets, I have not done IV strategies so far, but they are the way of options. That is, whenever IVs are really great, that is when seller has to actually sell, right? So I've not done that so far. So I'm thinking that would be my strategy, and I'm trying out this strategy. I'm not 100% sure whether that would work, but this was actually a hedge. But I am also sure that if IVs decrease, so if IVs decrease by 30, right, this would itself be around 88,000. So yeah, but that might not happen in a day. So let's see how it goes from here. Okay guys, thank you for watching my video, and I'm not a advisor, SEBI registered advisor again. So be cautious in your investments and trade safely. Thank you. Bye.